Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy keto meal recipe for you. Today I am going to show you how to make super easy Southwestern chicken ranch burritos. These are awesome because these are done in less than 15 minutes. So anybody, no matter how busy you are, can make this meal. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janet'sdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out new videos. And if you are a music lover, make sure you check out my link in the description to my other YouTube channel, Inspirational Songs with Janet. I've posted another new song there, so make sure you check that out and subscribe there also. And remember, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 1 p.m. Pacific time, I go live on TikTok. So if you would like to join me there at Janet's Low Carb Kitchen on TikTok. And if you would like to help support this channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while we do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat 15 grams or around 1 tablespoon of the oil of your choice in a large skillet over medium heat for about 3 to 5 minutes or until the oil is warm. I'm using coconut oil. You, of course, can use any oil of your choice. Add 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts or boneless thighs. Make sure they're chopped into bite-sized pieces before you add them. Cook the chicken over medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes or until it's no longer pink. Make sure you're stirring it frequently so it gets cooked on all sides. Add 1/4 cup of onion that's been chopped. I'm using a red onion. You, again, can use any onion you want. Add 10 to 12 chopped mini sweet peppers. I usually just cut mine into little strips. If you don't want sweet peppers, you can use about 3 normal-sized bell peppers. That's up to you. I like the sweet pepper taste as opposed to the bell pepper taste. Stir the vegetables together with the cooked chicken until they're combined. Add some salt and pepper and dry seasonings of your choice. I just added a little bit of dry Italian seasonings, which I know probably sounds a little strange in Southwestern burritos, but I like it. So you can add the dry Italian seasoning or any seasoning of your choice. Add 15 ounces of canned black soybeans that have been drained and rinsed. This is optional. You don't have to add these. I just like to have a little bit of bulk in my filling. Black soybeans are low carb. They are the only low carb bean besides green beans that I know of. So they are low carb and they are technically okay on a keto diet in moderation. But again, it's up to you whether you want to add that or not. You can always leave it out completely or substitute it out for some other type of small vegetable. Add 65 grams or around a half cup of cooked baby corn that's been chopped. I just used the canned baby corns. You, of course, can use fresh or whatever. This is also optional. Again, I like bulk in my filling, so I add this, but you can always leave it out or substitute it out for something else. Yes, baby corn is keto friendly. It has not matured enough to get the carbs and the sugars or the gluten in it that fully matured corn has. Stir everything together until it's combined and then cook it over medium heat for about 4 to 5 minutes or until the vegetables are tender but still crisp and the filling is completely heated through. Make sure again that you are stirring this frequently so that nothing gets stuck to the bottom of your pan and everything can get heated through evenly. Remove the filling from your heat and let it sit just for about 3 minutes so it can finish cooking all the way. Whenever you first take food off of a burner or out of the oven, it's still technically cooking for a couple minutes. After 3 minutes, add 120 grams or around a half cup of ranch dressing. I'm using jalapeno ranch dressing. You can use any ranch dressing you want. If you want a fully keto version of ranch dressing, I'll leave a link in the description to my 2-minute keto ranch dressing. Stir the dressing into the filling until it's fully combined and the chicken and vegetables and all the filling is fully coated with the ranch. Slightly warm 4 keto tortillas. I'm using the large Mission Carb Control whole wheat tortillas. Of course, again, you can use any kind and any size according to your personal taste. I'll leave a link in the description to my 3-ingredient soft tortilla recipe if you prefer to use that. I just throw my tortillas in the microwave for about 5-10 seconds. You just want them warm enough so that they're flexible. If you use tortillas at room temperature, sometimes they have a tendency to tear a little bit, so this just makes them a little bit flexible. You can also warm them a little bit on the stovetop and if you don't want to use the microwave, just as long as they're warm enough to be flexible. Spoon your desired amount of filling into the center of each one of your tortillas. If you want to, you can top the filling with some shredded cheese. Of course, I'm a cheese fan, so I am definitely adding shredded cheese, and I am using Colby cheese. You, of course, can use any cheese you want if you choose to use cheese. Fold in the sides of your tortillas, then roll the open ends of your tortilla over the filling. So you got a nice little snug burrito there. Now you can just eat this just like it is. I like to have my burrito a little bit crisp. So if you want it crisp like I have, you're going to need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees before you even start making your filling. Then line a large baking sheet with a silicone baking mat or some parchment paper. Place your burritos on your baking sheet, leaving space between the burritos if you're making more than one at a time. Brush the burrito lightly with some olive oil or the oil of your choice. Brush it on all sides. You want the bottom and the sides, the entire burrito, the entire outside of the burrito coated lightly with the oil. Then place the burrito in your preheated oven. Bake at 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes or until the burrito is your desired level of crispness. You can also do this on the stovetop if you want to over medium heat. It can be a little bit hard to flip depending on how full you have your burrito when you do it on the stovetop, and it's best to do it in a cast iron skillet so your burrito doesn't stick. Or you can also do this in an air fryer at 375 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes if you want this to be extra quick. If you do choose to use it in the air fryer, make sure you're flipping the burrito about halfway through. So cook 3 to 4 minutes, then turn it for about 3 to 4 minutes so you can get all sides nice and crisp. Either way, however you choose to crisp it up, if you choose to crisp it up. After it's done getting crispy, remove it from your oven or whatever cooking device you used and let it sit for about 3 minutes so it can just continue to crisp up a little bit and you don't burn your fingers. Then you can just eat it as it is, or if you want to, you can top it with some toppings. I like to top it with some sour cream and salsa, and sometimes I do guacamole or chopped avocados. That's all up to you how you want to do it. If you do have any leftover filling, then you can store it in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to 3 days. You also can freeze these burritos. If you choose to freeze them, do not crisp them up until you're ready to actually eat them. But you would freeze them by wrapping them individually in some foil or plastic wrap and then put them in a freezer-safe airtight container, and you can freeze them for up to 1 month. Just eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.